the big thing that I hear from patients is how the advice seems to conflict. It's like constantly, eggs. Do I eat eggs or do they cause heart attacks? Do I drink milk or is that going to kill me? Right. And it's just like this back and forth between what seems to be industries not making their mind up versus science changing or how the scientific media is reporting things. Right. And there's this interesting part to my business where there's like an inherent almost hatred, if you will. It was definitely a visceral reaction to conventional medicine, right? People that want to be healthy, that are looking for wellness, often hate big pharma, or they hate medicine. They hate drugs, right? In fact, just today, a scene from The Apothecary, a patient had neuropathy and she was using a new medication for it. And she literally, the only reason it was working, maybe she had some side effects because it's a new medication. Totally understandable. She wasn't worried about that. She just didn't want to be on it because it was a medication, even though it was solving her problem. Right.
Wow.
And that was just because of that bias. Right. Mm-hmm. And, we have this belief that doctors are just kind of, you go to see your doctor, they don't talk to you about any of this stuff and they're just trying to hawk pills at you. Right. And medicines are toxic. In fact, I think we mentioned this on the Big Mouth Pharmacist, but even how these charlatans in the wellness industry talk about medicine, they make it as if they're toxic, right? They say pharmaceutical drugs instead of saying medications, right? But they don't say that the supplements that they're recommending are pharmaceutical, unregulated, unsafe, unproven. They don't say those things, but they of course make that bias. And so it's in the language that people are using this bias. And the big thing that I try to shine a light on is that because of those things, the overwhelming nature, all of this different stuff, the wellness industry, the natural products industry, I don't even think it should be called that, creates this picture of good versus evil, where the conventional medicine is the evil, they're the devil, and the natural, quote, because it's got natural in the name, right? That's the clearly better option, right? The other thing I noticed, which is really kind of I think this is closer to my actual mission, is relating to these people. There are some people that they feel that this holistic, natural approach to things, there's something a little effed up there, right? There's something wrong with it, right? Is it just snake oil?
It can't possibly work. It's too easy. It's too simple an answer.
Right. And are these people just hawking? Are they just trying to sell me something? Right.
Same as the other guys.
Right. Exactly. Right. And so my answer is, yeah, absolutely. They 100% are. The wellness industry got really, really great at convincing people of things that just aren't real. Right. And the products aren't natural at all. They're actually far from it. They used loopholes in weak regulations to give people the complete opposite of transparency, whatever that word is. That opaque? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I was not good in English. I don't speak English. Well, and so, but anyway, they use this lack of transparency to sell you products that at best won't do anything, but at worst could have bad stuff in it and do bad things to you, right? We talk about this a lot. Heavy metals. They could have synthetic drugs in them. They could have contaminants that are left over in the processing of the stuff, like solvents, like hexane. Could you imagine, I'm taking my turmeric with hexane? Do you think people would be up for this, right? No. And so the other thing that they convince you that we're in some sort of fake war, right? So this natural pharma thing, those are the two, they just want you to think that, the opposite of irresponsible medication use is irresponsible supplement use, right? And the big thing people should take home when they hear this kind of messaging is that they're the same, okay? I have on my website something that's been cited by numerous other websites and gurus alike, the 14 mega corporations that own your supplement brand. So most supplements are made by mega corporations that are mostly pharmaceutical companies, if not heavy duty investment firms. There's big supplement brands that are owned by Nestle, right? And so Nestle is this big company. They don't have great corporate ethics, right? There's Saudi nationals that fund a number of supplement companies, right? So it's not this natural versus pharma thing, it's all the same. It's really kind of creepy in a way how they're kind of selling this bill of goods, right? And so for me, I think that we're all at this fork in a road between the paths that are here that are created by the same mega corporations, right? Billion-dollar industries. The conventional medical industry is flawed. I'm not going to be the person that doesn't say that, right? There's a big problem. The other industry is this quote unquote natural industry, the wellness industry. They're the same problem, right? And so we don't have to choose either path. We don't have to believe this fake war. There is a new path that will get us to our wellness goals that uses the best of both of those devils. Neither are angels. And it's a path to true holistic health. And it's the way that you can actually live a longer, healthier, happier life. And for me, like, it's good to make people healthy, right? But you can get hit by a bus. So today, if I could save you some money and save you some headache and let you know that you've got the right answer and you're not wasting your time and resources, that's a good short-term goal for me.